that there's a lot of information out there about when twin flames are apart and the healing and everything, but there's not a whole lot about when they actually reunite and come back together, if that's the path, for their story of coming together, disconnecting, and then, reuniting at some point in life. So I thought about it, and this is the reading that I've come up with based on her request. So if you enjoy this reading, please be sure to send some love and gratitude her way as well. So what this is about is the energies that you will encounter upon your reunion with your twin flame, okay? Because when you love somebody and then you break up and you both experience life and have a lot of experiences without each other, it can be really hard when you come back together dealing with those different experiences that you guys have had without each other, okay? So there is that, but also for me, in the storyline of where twin flames meet, have a relationship, break up, and then come back together, there's something else happening here. We're starting out with an idea of love and twin flame love that, isn't entirely unrealistic, but it's a lower dimension, okay? And then through the breakup, we go through a lot of emotions and changes, and that shifts us into a higher dimension, an expanded consciousness. And from there, we now have a whole new twin flame experience and love to be had with, your partner. So the vice versa tarot is really awesome at depicting the dimensional shift of energy, okay? It's so much more in depth than, reading a tarot card upright and reversed. So that's why these are out, because they tell the story of the twin flame journey when you break up and come back together. So Pisces, here is the moon card, which is your card in the tarot deck that represents your sign. So I'm going to pull one card. This is the other 11 zodiac signs. And by no means does this exclude any of your twin flames based on their zodiac sign. But for some of you out there, I leave this up to Spirit to give you an extra confirmation that this reading is something special for you and your twin flame, okay? About you guys coming back together. So you can also say, well, Pisces card is up there, so what if my twin flame is a Pisces? It wouldn't even be in that pile. Well, that card has actually fallen down while I've been shuffling, and that was my sign that it was a same sign twin flame. The universe was saying, hey, there's extra special messages for you in this reading. So, Pisces, let's see what comes through. We have a Cancer here, Pisces. So, for those of you with a twin flame Cancer, this is a very extra special reading for you. And it's interesting to me that the Cancer card, Cancer is represented by the Chariot in the tarot, because they are ruled by the moon in the zodiac. So it's just always been interesting to me that they are the Chariot and not the moon. And anyways, so there's that nice synchronicity, because you see the moon behind the Chariot here. So those of you with a Cancer twin flame, extra special messages in this reading for you. So let's get right into this. This is the Ace of Cups, and on this side, this dimension of experience, this is where we come together and the initial connection is made. However, it's under the guise of the moon and stars, so there is much that remains to be seen about you and about your twin flame. But nonetheless, this is where the initial connection is realized is through the energy of this card here. And then we transition to the Two of Cups, okay? And the sun is beginning to rise, and now you see Aphrodite's statue back here, which is the representation of the Ace of Cups here in the backdrop. And now our couple is bonding, and they're noticing each other, and they're seeing the, potential that they have in one another, and, love is definitely blossoming. And then, here we transition into the Lover's energy. Okay, and now you see the sun is high in the sky. And this is, on this dimension of the Lovers, this is where we push and pull against each other, where, the differences between us, we want to shape and mold our partner rather than flowing with each other, okay? So this is where we experience that challenge, and we're trying to learn how to work with each other and, temper ourselves. But, challenge exists on this side. Nothing is hidden anymore. The spell is over, so to speak. So then, we transition into this Ten of Cups. So from the Ace, now we are at the 10, and the 10, represents a completion. So here, on this side of this card, we have the Lovers embracing on the beach. Their clothes are a bit tattered. All these cups represent all the moments and lessons they've shared and experienced with each other. However, this also represents all the lessons and experiences that still need to be had, but those lessons and experiences are not to be had with each other, okay? Because now we transition into letting the relationship go, and we're moving on from it. So we go from the 10 of Cups down to the 8. The reason why it's 8 is because each of you takes a cup with them as they depart, which means you don't fully release the relationship or let it go. You leave the 8 cups behind, and you each take a piece of that relationship with you as you move forward, okay? And through the ending of this partnership brings about this Tower energy where, it's ultimate shock to your system. And this facilitates great change within you, okay? But there's this element of deep sorrow and sadness and pain at the severance of this relationship. And this 3 of Swords transitions into the 10 of Swords here. And, if you look at what's depicted on here, who could survive that sort of attack? And you need to recognize that your twin flame, the sword they hold within their hand, has the power to cut through your armor like no other sword in this universe, and vice versa, okay? But the reason why all these swords are thrust into this night is because change needs to happen. And that moves us into this Hanged Man energy. And this here is where you will come into a new perspective, okay? Because this here indicates blockage and stagnation, unable to move forward, with twin flames. So now we have to go into a place of contemplation, which was exactly part of the plan the whole time. Because not only are you transitioning in such a way to realign you to this relationship, you're transitioning overall in general with all things in your life, okay? And as you begin to work with this energy, the dimensional shift begins to happen. And now, instead of sitting there in sadness and misery, we're starting to really contemplate things from a higher perspective. You see your own hand, you see your own choices. It's not about who's right or wrong so much. It's, what happened? Why did this happen? And now you see the Tower, okay? You see how your idea of what twin flame love and connection was initially here in these energies, how that was not, built on a strong foundation, and it had to come down. And, here, this is great because the, in this deck, the Chariot is represented with this two Sphinx pulling it, okay? But here in the card, you see it's wrecked and washed upon the shore, and the fact that Cancer is the card that came out, and Cancer is the Chariot card, double synchronicity for those of you with the Cancer twin flame. Anyways, it's wrecked upon the shore through the destruction of this tower, the original relationship you shared, and now you both swim off in different directions, okay? Because we need to reevaluate how this happened, how to build a stronger foundation in the future, and all kinds of different things. So now we have shifted with the tower energy, and through that shift, now we begin to really understand this Ten of Swords, and we've healed some, and now we are a bit away from the situation, so it doesn't hurt us so much. We understand what each one of these swords means now, and why this version of ourselves had to be shed and let go of, and here we are born anew, though we're not quite out of the woods just yet, because here there's this eclipse happening, and the message with that is, an eclipse is not the death of the sun. It is only a moment of darkness, okay? So as we, understand this energy, this Eight of Cups now transitions, and here we have that eclipse again, and here is what, the other side of that is. Now the pain, the heartache, all of that has transformed, and we're back into this very pure and innocent place when it comes to our twin flame, where the anger and hatred has dissipated, and it's love. It's looking at your twin flame and all you have shared through the eyes of your soul, and the recognition that your ending was no ending at all. It was only the facilitator for the new beginning, the true relationship you and your twin flame are intended to share. And from there, now the Hanged Man transitions. We're no longer, held back. We're no longer delayed, because you see beyond the illusion. You understand why everything played out as it did. You see your part. You see your twin flame's part. And now you say, universe, I'm ready to see something new. What do you have to show me now? And this is where you yourself have made that dimensional shift, which then shifts this Ten of Cups to this. And here's Aphrodite, and now she is in the sky, and this is like your love is written in the stars. The 10 cups remain, but there's an elevation to this vibration of love, a dimensional shift, something much higher, more spiritual than what you see on this side of the card, yes? So then you shift here, and in this place, now our love is pure. It is in full light. Here is that dove. Nothing is hidden anymore. This is the real deal connection right there. And then that allows this energy to shift here. And the depiction on this side is that recognition of the twin flame energy in the other person's eyes. The star leading you home. The blessed union right here. And from there, finally, now, here, the lovers, we transition to this side where we've learned to temper ourselves, and we're no longer bucking the current or trying to mold the differences out of the other. Instead, we've learned how to flow with each other with those differences, and it's a beautiful blended union. Okay, so that is the story of, the twin flame love. The way I see it, when you meet and then you break up, and then you come back together, like the whole meaning behind that. So Pisces, let's see how this specifically speaks to you and your twin flames reunion. I'm gonna pull a card to represent the overall energy and feeling of that reunitement. Okay, there we go. So we have innocence, which is the perfect depiction of this energy here. Okay, and you see the two birds there. This is like brand new. Even though you already have this connection and past history, when you come back together, it is such a beautiful essence of energy. It is so sweet, so pure. It's your inner child, the eyes of your soul. Like, there's just no words to express how soft and precious this energy is, okay? I'm happy that the old ended, because this is the real deal. This is how it should have felt all the way from the beginning. This just beautiful innocence of, let's explore this universe. We are no longer tainted. We're just brand new. Oh, it's gorgeous. So Pisces, let's see what your biggest fear and insecurity is reuniting with your twin flame, as what their biggest fear and insecurity is and reuniting with you. Alright, so your biggest fear is that your twin flame is not going to have your back, okay? Is going to ditch you out or sell you out. You know, there's this element here of second chances, blame, feeling guilty, things like that, but your secrets are safe. This is really saying that you fear that your twin flame in this reunitement, that they're really not there for you, you know, 100%. Like, they don't have your back. They're going to let you down. The other shoe's going to drop, so to speak. But this is just a fear. It's an insecurity. It does not make it truth, okay? Their biggest fear and insecurity is that despite everything that has happened, that you guys truly can have this second chance of being together and being completely rejuvenated from the past, all things that have happened. Also with this, it's like they could question if your love is as real as you present it. Again, this is just a fear and insecurity. Could have everything to do with the past relationship that you shared, or it could just have to do with, you know, whatever they've been through prior. So let's see what the remedy is for you guys for these insecurities and fears. Apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt, fear. Pisces, the remedy, let it go. It is unwarranted. Look at how well the coloring on those two cards match up. There's no reason to fear this whatsoever. Like, there's no reason. Let it go, okay? Do not doubt your twin flame. Yeah, look at this. Achievement. Keep focused on your dream. This is letting them know that, yeah, you guys will achieve this love, this reunitement, despite the past. It's brand new energy, brand new experience, okay? It's so interesting to me how this just kind of reiterates that energy, and this reiterates that energy. Like I said, the worry of, you know, can we really make this happen despite everything, and then achievement comes out, man. Pisces. So let's see, you know, how this union takes place, how it comes back together, what facilitates that, what are the energies around that. Alright, so we have free yourself and retreat. Those are some very interesting cards. I feel like this is really saying where one of you or both of you is a total mistake to let you go, or oh my god, I just noticed this, look, 18 and 17. Wow, what a synchronicity, Pisces. It's like this was a total mistake. Also, this is like I've freed myself from, whatever's been holding me back. And when we come back together, it's like you guys are just so wrapped up in each other. You wonder, does the rest of the world even exist anymore? Now that we have found each other's arms once again. So Pisces, let's see what your emotional energy is and what their emotional energy is when you guys come back together through this reunite. You definitely, they are your one and only. These 6 cups represent other loves that you may have had, but the two of you embracing so largely in the middle, they are the only one for you. That is how you feel all the way down in your soul. And oh my goodness, Pisces, look at this. Yes, you are the one for them. And I just want to point out to you, that is the energy of this card. This beautiful dimensional shift of we are written in the stars. There is nobody else in this world for me but you, Pisces. So let's look at our spiritual energy for each other. What a beautiful reading. No reason for you guys to be afraid. You guys totally got this. And look at, here's the innocence again. Yeah, you guys this is a totally 100% second chance. Like brand new, fresh slate, beautiful energy. So blessed by the universe. Yeah, this right here, again, there's many experiences you have had, Pisces, but nothing compares to your twin flame, and that's all that you want. At this point in life, that is all that you want. And they are coming through as the 7 of flames. So again, like, they are like all about you, like they love you, everything, but their energy is a bit more closed off and defensive opposed to yours. Okay, I don't feel like they're as open with their emotions as you. So let's see what needs to be healed inside of you and inside of them to, really help get these fears and insecurities out of the scene. So we have the wheel of life. I am guided by the cycles of my life and live in complete harmony with them. So Pisces, this is saying that what needs to be healed inside of you is whatever happened in the past with this relationship or the intense pain that you felt during the disconnection. This is saying, nothing happens by accident. All things have purpose. Trust that. You guys are reunited now. Focus on that and know that what happened was not for nothing. It created the space for this energy, which you guys did not have prior. And look at this. They have celebrate life. So here we are again, Pisces, 42, 43. 18, 17. Look at the synchronicities up in your reading. We have 10, 10, 6, 7. It just doesn't stop. Like, wow. So here I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. What this is saying to me for your twin flame is they need not be so serious. They need to drop this defensive energy that, they surround themselves in and as a protective shield, okay? But my God, here is 17, 18, and then 6, 7, and then we have the 10s mirroring each other, the flames and the emotion, so perfect. And then 42, 43, you honoring and celebrating all aspects of your experience as well as them. It's just mirrored 100%. Man, okay, Pisces, let's see what experiences are ahead for you guys in this reunitement. What? Just a freaking perfect. Because for yourself and retreat, this is like disconnect from something. But retreat is like where you guys now disconnect from the whole world together. So I really feel like it's saying disconnect from these fears and fall into each other. We have the High Priestess of Earth. So this is like, there's going to be plenty of physical, tangible evidence that your twin flame is on board with you this time, 100%, and you were on board with them. This relationship is solidifying 100% this go round. And look at this, trapped. Yes, this relationship to me, this here is saying not in a negative sense at all. Like, you guys are in it to win it together. And the negativity, the darkness of the past, you're going to put in a cage and set aside. Like, free yourself from it. But for the most part, this is where I see the two of you together for the rest of your days, okay? And then lastly, we have denial. So to me, the type of relationship and experience that you were both seeking the first time around, that you were denied from, it's because, again, there was this different perspective. You had to shift dimension on so many levels, to get to this energy. Because if you guys would have stayed in the situation you were in and never broke up, that is low-hanging fruit compared to what the two of you are capable of achieving. And so we had to go apart from each other and grow without each other so we can come back with each other and now reach that high fruit. Not the low-hanging fruit, but what is worthy of each other, the kind of love and connection that you can now offer each other. So what you were denied in the past, you guys are no longer denied of, okay? You are together for the long haul. It is definitely solid this time. So let's pull, this is a very interesting lineup of cards. I do like 3, 34, and then 14. So let's just pull one more. Okay, look at that. Success. Yes, exactly what I said. It is solid this time. We're together for life. I honestly feel like some of you, this is now we get married, and maybe in the past that just wasn't even an option, okay? Whatever was denied in this relationship in the past is no longer an issue, okay? You're gonna receive that now, but it's gonna be even better. Like, this time around, you guys have success. So let's pull some advice for Pisces. I would say overall a beautiful reading. Brand new beginning, 100%. Balance, center, stabilize. Again, let go of these fears. Accept how everything has happened. Know that it had great purpose and has led you to the reunitement that you have today. Yes, the awareness of how everything fits together. And then look at this growth opportunity. Yes, and it comes over the denial. You guys needed to both grow so much, Pisces, and you have achieved that. And that's why we come back together now. And this time, it's a success. And again, it's this beautiful, innocent, brand new energy. So, Pisces, that is your twin flame reunitement tarot reading. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I am truly sending lots of